friends, welcome back to another episode of Kayleigh Grows. And first of all, I chopped my hair, very much so short. I did it myself, so it's probably not exactly even, but it's fine. Also, I was about to do my makeup today, and I opened my makeup bag, and I had neon yellow eyeliner explode all over everything. So, all of my brushes and all of my makeup is drying in the other room. I didn't have anything to actually put on today, so I'm getting barefaced. But with all that out of the way, I have something going on with my plants. I finally feel like I got all the mealybug situation under control, and now I have a new pest. Yay! I have spider mites. I have never had spider mites before. I feel very lucky about that. I can only see spider mites on 2 of my plants. Hi, buddy. What's up? Knight wants to join. But I can only see the spider mites. Oh, are we not focusing? Okay, hi. I can only see the spider mites on 2 of the plants. But, hi. Are you mad that you're not getting attention? Do you want to go? Good boy. So, actually, I'm going to move this so you can see Knight. There we go. Hi. So I'm going to clean those plants. I'm going to clean all the plants that were around them, just in case, because I don't want those spider mites to move on. And then I think I have a little bit more maintenance to do, but we will see. It kind of depends on how long this video is already before I start on other things. But first of all, the one that I noticed first is my Alocasia Frydek. I don't know if you can completely see that, but all of that is spider mites. I have a little bit on the other leaves. The newest leaf looks unaffected, but I'm still going to clean it just in case. But the oldest 2 leaves are absolutely covered. This plant faces my window, so I don't really see it a whole lot. I went to go pick it up to water it the other day and noticed this. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing just a little bit of maintenance on these guys. So I might actually tilt my camera down just a little bit more so you can see the plant more than me. But yeah, I'm going to be cutting probably both of these leaves off because they're the most affected, and then I'm going to be cleaning these 2 leaves. What I use to clean is I have a mixture of water, dish soap, neem oil, and Captain Jack's Dead Bug Brew, all mixed up in this spray bottle, and I'm going to be wiping it down with just a cloth. But yeah, oh, this kind of hurts because I absolutely love this plant. I actually think this was one of the plants in my most recent favorites video, just because it's so beautiful. Oh, that hurts my heart. But there's just so many, and it's all over the back. The oldest leaf, it's all over the front. The second oldest, it's all over the back. So these leaves are immediately going in the trash. Doesn't look too bad. Not too shabby. Hopefully I can get it to look a little bit better. I'm just going to spray down and wipe. I'm going to especially wipe because I'm hoping to get some of those spider mites off. I don't even know if this is how you get rid of spider mites. I really hope it is. I tried looking it up, and there's so many different options. Most of it just says remove the affected leaf. So hopefully the 2 really bad ones being removed that's it. But we will see. I love this plant, so I really hope this isn't the end for it. Luckily, it only has 2 leaves now, so it's going to be a little bit easier to check it. I'm probably going to be checking it almost every day. I am going out of town on Thursday for a week, so hopefully I don't get a huge like bloom of spider mites while I'm gone, but we will see. So this is one plant that is affected, and the other one is another alocasia. My alocasia mellow, the smaller leaf is affected. It's not as bad as the Frydek, but it's definitely still there. So I am going to cut this leaf off, which is funny because I actually think that's the newer of the two leaves. Yeah, it is. The older leaf is not affected, but I think it's because it's a little bit higher. I don't know what other plants have it, so I just kind of removed all the plants that were around them. But this one, this also hurts. Oh, cutting off that leaf. Oh, my poor Malo. I do have another leaf coming in, so hopefully this plant fills in pretty quick. Oh, this hurts, dude. Why is it just my alocasias? Like, I don't know. And I'm going to also spray the petioles and stuff, just because I do have that new leaf coming in, and hopefully I don't get any more. Before I put all these plants back, I am going to be putting some systemic in their soil just to hopefully kill off anything else that's down in there. And then I'm going to go wash my hands really quick, and then I will be back to clean the plants that were just around these plants. All right, so the plants that I had around these that were only touching, I have my Varicosum. I'm actually going to be potting these together because this one just looks so bad. It's just not doing well in regular soil. I think it's just such a small plant that I can't. Oh, hello? Okay. I think it's because it's just such a small plant that I can't keep it watered appropriately because this is also terracotta. So I'm just going to be putting this in with this one because this one looks so good. This is just in a wine glass, and it is literally just the plug sitting in water. Look how good those roots look. I really need to order some like Pon or Leca or something to put these in, but like I've said in other videos, I am low on funds, so I don't have the money to order something like that, so it's doing pretty well in water. So I guess I'm actually going to be doing this one first, so I'm going to remove any of the dead leaves and honestly probably just pull this out of the water and place it in over here. Hopefully you can see all of this. I'm going to move this out of the way, hopefully. Most of these leaves are like half alive. Like they're definitely not doing well, but there's still some some green going on in them. And then the one that is doing well, I do have some dead leaves, but those are just old leaves from the original plant that I had. And let me see. Wow, okay, this plant definitely has a lot of roots in it. Whoa. Okay. Oh yeah, its plug is so dry. The rest of the soil is okay, but the original like plug that it was in is so dry. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it in here. This one already has soil in it, so I'm assuming that's fine. I'm just going to be placing that deep down. And now I have a cute little fuller plant of my Verrucosum. We will see what happens with this plant. I have heard that Verrucosums are pretty hard to grow, so this is kind of a learning experience for me. These leaves look beautiful, like so gorgeous, and I'm not doing anything special. I'm just keeping this kind of full of water, not like completely full, but like a little reservoir of water on the bottom. That's it. Nothing crazy. But yeah, Verrucosum. But with that being said, I am still going to be wiping down all these leaves because it does touch my Frydek that I have. So because these leaves are all so small, I'm just going to spray my cloth and wipe down the leaves with that. I don't see any signs of spider mites on these leaves, but still, just in case. I also don't exactly know what I'm looking for because, again, I've never had spider mites before. I've heard people like on plant YouTube talk about spider mites a ton, but I personally have never had them. I have had mealybugs galore. I have a lot of Hoya, and mealybugs love Hoya. So I've had lots and lots of those. Well, I'm just kind of getting into alocasias, and I think mealybugs usually really like alocasias. So I only have those two. I do have an alocasia Jacqueline. Its leaves died off. All I have left is its little like stump. So I'm curious if that one had spider mites and I couldn't tell. So I'm probably going to treat the soil that one was in just in case, because I'm not actually sure what was going on with that one. Nothing changed in my care. It was doing super well, and then suddenly its leaves just like died off. So not really sure what was going on there, but all right. I think that's about as good as I'm going to get for my Verrucosum. I might actually need to just cut this little plant all the way back, but we will see. That's my attempt. But Philodendron Verrucosum. And because this soil was so close to those spider mites, I'm just going to be throwing this little bit of soil out. Hello. I'm just going to be throwing the soil out because I don't want to risk having any of those spider mites going into any other plants. Another plant that was touching my Frydek is this guy. This is one of my anthuriums. I always get them mixed up. I have two anthuriums and I always get them mixed up because I have two of the like strappy ones. So I want to put the name up here. But this one I'm also just going to be spraying my cloth and wiping them down. I don't see any signs on these. Oh my gosh, this big leaf is so beautiful. Like, look at this newest leaf. Look how beautiful it is. It's literally perfect. I'm also going to be treating this one with systemic just in case. I usually keep a little bit of systemic in all of my soil, but I don't actually see any more in this one. So I'm curious if the last time I treated it was before I got this guy. So I will be putting systemic in this soil as well. I'm not going to put it in with my Verrucosum because it's pretty much just living in water and I don't want to hurt those roots. But there we go. And then the last plant that I have that I'm going to be wiping down is my Melanochrysum. This one has not been doing too well. I am actually tempted to like unpot it. It just has always felt wet. I have not repotted this one It's literally dripping. So I'm a little bit, oh, it smells bad. Oh, do I have root rot with this one? I might. I might take this one apart. Yeah, I'm gonna take this one apart. I am gonna be wiping down these leaves, but let me see what's going on in the soil first. Oh yeah, that's like dripping wet, and it's been a couple days since I've watered this one. This is not my soil, so it might just be a lot more dense. That's some like, oh no. Oh, it smells so bad. Oh yeah, the roots are just like coming off. What is this? The roots are still white. They're just very, very stringy and they're falling apart. Why does it smell so bad? I've also never had root rot, so I don't exactly know what I'm looking for, but this definitely does not. I've never had a plant smell like this. Why does it smell so bad? Yeah, the roots are literally just like falling apart. And I'm being really gentle. Okay, the roots up top are the bad ones. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, that's fun. Yeah, it's this top part of the stem. I don't know if you guys can really see that. No, I don't think you can. But it's like really mushy. And these upper roots, the really thick ones, are like black. Okay, I definitely just overwatered this one. Okay. Well, what do I want to do with this? um, okay, what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to chop this plant into a couple of pieces. And see if I can save it at all. Oh, my hands are so gross. Where did my scissors go? Huh? Oh. So this one is the one plant that I broke on my way here from Tennessee. What I think I'm going to do is cut it here. Maybe here. This one, I have like a little growth point that's coming out. So I'm thinking about putting this one in some sphagnum, seeing if I can get it to sprout, because why not? I'm gonna go into two pieces, and then here I'm gonna cut it here. And this, I think I'm just going to cut off the mushy part of the stem. Ooh. Okay. Oh yeah, that's definitely the part that stinks. Okay. Well, I do have a piece of my Melanochrysum already that is growing in water, so I'll probably be putting all these pieces in water. I am going to be rinsing them down just to get that soil off. So I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to do that, and then I'll be back to show you guys how I'm going to clean them as well. Okay. So I think I'm going to be having all of these Melanochrysums in here. This is just a like cash pot. There's no hole in the bottom. This is the piece that broke off the top, and it is pretty well rooted. But now I'm going to wait to root this one up until all of these have roots as well, and then I'll have a nice big plant. But I do still want to pest prevent for these plants because they were touching that Alocasia malo. But wow, that really stinks. I also like rinsed off the top to this container that I'm doing everything on. So I just feel like this plant just still stinks. I don't know what I did to it, unfortunately. Like I said, I'm going out of town in a couple of days, less than a week now. So I'm probably gonna be filming another video today. So you might see the next video, I might be wearing the same thing. But I will be checking these plants again before I leave, just to make sure that they're not like, I'll only have a week of, oh my gosh, why doesn't my camera not want to focus today? Hello? I'll only have a week of potential spider mite growth rather than like a week and a half, 2 weeks. So we will see. Wow, I'm really sad about my Melanochrysum. That was a surprise. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah. So, I did have one more plant that I wanted to do maintenance on today. So I guess I will go grab that plant now that everything is kind of sanitized down. These are just my wet sticks. I'm going to let them callus off a little bit before I put them in some sphagnum moss. I'll put them in a nice bright spot. And then hopefully I'll get some plants out of this. If I don't, no lost cause. But yeah, I'm going to go grab that last plant. All right. So what I have here is my Philodendron Florida Mint. I just feel like it's been giving me such weird growth compared to what I've been seeing everybody else's plants look like. So I'm kind of nervous that there's a death plug in it that's not allowing it to grow. So my goal for today is to take all this apart and see if I can spread those little plantlets out a little bit more. There's also just a ton of leaves that are dead that are down at the bottom. So I kind of just wanted to see what was going on. I have not repotted this plant since I got it. So let's see what's going on. This one I also just watered, so like not a good time to do this. But what are you gonna do? It doesn't smell or anything, so that's good. I know you're really not supposed to be doing this when it's wet, but oh well. Again, what are you gonna do? It's like, look at how dense that whole plant system is. And I'm pretty sure it's multiple plants. Like, I think there's a ton of plants growing out of this small little spot. I want to see if I can spread them out. So it does not smell this time, so that feels good. Are they all one plant? I'm so confused. I really expected a death plug in here. I might actually take this to the bathtub and rinse all that soil off to see what's going on. This is a lot denser of a soil mix than I like to do in my plants. What the heck is that? I don't know what that is. Oh no, it's just a really dense piece of soil. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna rinse this off and see if it is multiple plants or if I'm just crazy and all these tiny little plants are growing out of one spot. Wow, okay, so it is all one plant. It's really hard to show, but this is solid right here. And I believe it's actually like, I don't know if it's like a seed that grew out all of this or what, but it is just all one solid plant, which is crazy because there's like 20 vines in here. There's so many. So I'm just going to go ahead and pot this back up. I am going to be putting it in my own soil or potting mix or whatever, just because this is pretty dense. But yeah, like this is my favorite mine over here because this is getting like the most mature leaves, while most of these over here are immature, but they're still beautiful. So I was actually thinking about cutting the mature one off and growing that as a separate plant, but I don't want to do more cutting today. So what I'm going to do is place this in its cover pot for now and open up my bin. See what I have going on. I don't even remember what I have and everything. Okay, I have soil in there, regular soil. Do I not have? Okay. I forgot. When I moved, I didn't bring my cocoa coir with me. I need to get more. So I only have regular potting mix. So what I might do is take the potting mix that it was in and just kind of add more stuff to it, like some perlite and maybe some worm castings. Oh. And some orchid bark. Yeah. See what I can do with that. Because obviously it was doing okay in this soil. Relatively happy. So I'm just going to take all those dead leaves out. Hi, Nightmare. What's up? Are you sniffing my plants? I know there's a lot going on the ground, isn't there? Hi. Okay, so I just kind of have the soil right here. I'm just going to add a little bit more perlite to it. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but I don't want to touch my camera with my hands looking like this. Adding a little bit more worm castings. And usually I only add orchid bark to my Hoyas, but this is a pretty dense mixture, so I'm just going to add a little bit. Oh yeah. Okay. Making it a little bit more airy. Adding a little bit on the bottom. This is my pot over here. Oh. Why does my camera not want to focus on me today? Okay. And then I'm going to be placing this guy back in here. Honestly, I probably could pot up this plant sometime soon, but I'm not going to today. It's hard to show you guys the pot because it's black on a black background. now that piece doesn't want to stay up. It was before I took it out. I know I probably should give this some sort of support to grow up, but I am just not a moss pole girly. I don't have the dedication. I have 4 different poles for my plants to grow on, and I've just never been able to be disciplined enough to keep them moist. So I don't know. I was actually really thinking about playing around with one. So we'll see. I'm thinking that might have to be after my trip that I put that together. I don't know. We'll see. But I think that looks pretty darn good. And then I'm going to be putting that back in its cover pot because I love the mint plant in the mint pot. Oh, she looks so cute. So cute. I love her. Okay. I think that's all that I'm going to do for my plant maintenance today. Because, yeah, I don't really have much else to do. I do have one plant that I want to do maintenance on, but I need to get a bigger pot. So I've been looking everywhere for a bigger pot. I really don't want to leave the island to go to Walmart to buy a bigger one, but I might just be doing that. We'll see. But I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I have been stably at 300 subscribers the last couple of weeks. So I was talking about it at work the other day, and my boss made a really good point, and it made me feel really good. She said, I was like, oh yeah, it's not a huge channel, it's just 300 subscribers. And she goes, no, that's a really big deal. That's 300 people that care what you have to say. And it made me choke up a little bit because it's true. I have 300 people who cared enough to press subscribe, and even if not all of you guys actually watch my videos, it's enough for you to care to press the button. So thank you guys so much. And as a thank you to hitting 300 subscribers, I'm going to start shouting out somebody who leaves a comment on my videos. So thank you so much for commenting on my video today. I appreciate you so much. And that's all that I have for you guys today. And I hope to see you guys again on the next one. Bye.